Welcome back everyone to day 4, our final day in the Wind River Range for 2022. Today we went down Porcupine Creek from our third night camp, going to the north, and ended the day at the Green River Lakes Trailhead. For this session, I'm using the National Geographic Trails Illustrated map layer. Those are pretty decent, large scale maps if they're available for an area you're interested in. One thing I do like about them is they put, hopefully you can see the pointer here, they put mileage on the map. Some maps do that, many of them don't. It is kind of nice to estimate your mileage if you're planning a trip. So, from red point to red point, they'll put the mileage. These are not entirely accurate, but are useful enough to plan your trip. So, and you can see some other differences between the other maps we've been using. So just thought I'd show that. At any rate, this was a day of all downhill for us pretty much. We started the day at a little over 9,000 feet, and it was pretty much a drop all the way down till we got to the trailhead. Just over 8 miles, 5.5 hours. Today, it started raining in the morning. Actually was once again kind enough to hold off to let us get breakfast and let us pack up. And then we began the walk out. It was beautiful because the clouds were coming through the mountaintops. I'm definitely glad we weren't up above 10,000 because it would have been pea soup up there for sure. The clouds were hanging pretty low. And by the time we got back to the trailhead, it had pretty much evolved into a steady, fairly decent rain. So, as if you've ever done any backpacking or hiking outside, you know that there's no way you can move in the rain and not get wet. So, we were, whether you have rain gear or not, so we were fairly wet coming down. Porcupine Trail was not too bad for the most part. I'm going to kind of follow along with the elevation guide here. It wasn't too bad, not too steep, but at the point we got right here, if you can see that cursor just before the switchbacks, it got to be a pretty steep drop. And actually, there weren't a lot of really, wide switchbacks. A lot of this was straight down. Some of it was kind of washout creek bed where Porcupine Creek overflows occasionally and gets into the trail. So it had its rough moments for sure. You'll see up here there's Porcupine Creek Falls is marked on the map. We did get a little bit of video of that. Hopefully you'll see that. Very pretty. As I said, Porcupine Creek is just, most of it is just my ideal of a wild Rocky Mountain stream. Very, very beautiful. So once we got down that part, things got a lot easier. Actually, this trail up to Twin Lakes that cuts off here, that's kind of where the rough part started. And then going the rest of the way down, it stayed pretty rough until we got to the bottom here. At this point, we had earlier considered cutting over and going back across on the east side of the lakes, or at least the northernmost lake. And I'm glad we didn't. We chose to stay on the west side and go along that side, which is very steep. It's very different from the east side. It's heavily forested. If you remember from day one, the other side kind of almost looked deserty. This was quite the opposite. Very, very lush coniferous forest. Lots of blowdown. Some blowdown still on the trail. I think they have a hard time keeping up with that for sure. But that was it. So we'll go ahead and start the video, and I hope you enjoy our final day. Okay, good morning. It is Wednesday the 14th of September, and last night while I was trying to get video of the camp, the GoPro decided to go from 42% battery to 0. So you've seen a little bit of this, but this morning we're packing up. We just finished breakfast. Our food area is cleaned up, and so we're gonna pack things up. Last night was rainy off and on, just sprinkles really. Nothing lasted very long. It wasn't very heavy. But we'll go out here and maybe get a glimpse of the clouds coming through the peaks there. But I don't want to walk down here. This is this is Porcupine Creek, and it is like my ideal of a wild Rocky Mountain stream. It is just beautiful. I'm going to come down here and show you. But I don't know if you can see the mountain top there. Probably not real well. Clouds keep rolling through and it keeps getting obscured, so it's probably going to be a cloudy morning. But actually, yeah, you can see over there at that little fire pit where we were cooking, so it's a ways from camp. Keep our food and everything out, keep a clean camp, and avoid trouble to the extent we can. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna climb over here without tripping, I hope. But this is just a wild Rocky Mountain stream. This is like amazing. Come down and show you. So yeah, gray skies, but actually we've managed to stay dry. Rain happened while we were sleeping, and we had our breakfast and coffee, and time to pack up and march back to the trailhead. So we'll just walk back up to camp here and then see you on the trail. All right, leaving our last campsite. Good morning, love. For the morning, for the trip. It's about 10 o'clock. I think we're going to be in the trees quite a bit, but we'll break out eventually. So I won't record a whole lot in here. But good morning. Wednesday, the whatever it is, 14th, 15th, I don't know. Anyway, downhill should be pretty much like this the whole way. No big climbs to do. I don't know what that was, I couldn't tell. So, we'll check in a little later. All right, so we are coming down Porcupine Creek Trail, and it looks like things are starting to spread out here. Pretty neat, neat view here. Not much gets to grow very long up there before the avalanches get it. You can hear the creek. Few raindrops. Time to get back in the trees. Well, it's finally raining on us for our last few miles out. But we're definitely going down and it's opening up. I love you.
I love you.
So we just crossed to the well, west side, north side of Porcupine Creek. It turns in and hits one of the lakes or hits the Green River, I can't remember. So we're done with that. Continuing on to the trailhead. And this is kind of going in and out of the woods. Another look down at Porcupine Creek. We get to join up with it again here. Watch your step here, hon. Be careful. Oh, guess I was wrong. I guess we get to cross it again. Okay then. If you want me to take your pack to cross, let me know, because we got to cross again. I didn't think we had to, but we do. Well, look at you. You beat me. Would you just go through the water? All right, well, we're still rolling, so let that be a lesson to you. What? Trisha kicks my butt. Good job.
Now, if we were still out here for a couple days, that's not what I would do. But
yeah.
Fuck that.
All right, well, on we go, I guess. So here we are, almost down to the lakes. Porcupine Creek again. Look more closely at the map, not one crossing, three. The third and final will be down when we get to the bottom of this. And she's a gorgeous Rocky Mountain stream. And this trail sucks. Straight down rock. And it hurts. I had my pole there. So we are down off of Porcupine Trail, which, for the record, from the cutoff to Twin Lakes down to the bottom is the worst trail in the world. At least that I've been on. It's a wilderness area, I grant you, but what a mess, and ouch. So here we are. We are next to the intersection where we can go back across. We're at the north end of the first lake that starts right at the trailhead, and we're gonna go to our left here, so we'll be going along the west side of the lake this time, since we went along the east side before. But this is it. Just met a guy from Michigan who was heading up to Twin Lakes, said the trail is good, so here we go. Can I get a Porcupine Trail? Woo! Sucks. Actually, from Twin Lakes on, it wasn't bad, but God help you down here. If it's your first experience backpacking going up this part of Porcupine Trail, you will never backpack again. Okay, here we go. And it's kind of nice that it's like this, so we can enjoy this perspective of the lake. So yes, this is very nice here. Real budgie. Anyway, I'll probably be in the woods like this for a while. It's finally stopped raining. So we're about halfway down the final lake. Thought I'd show you a little bit of what the trail looks like, very different than the other side. Very much more woodsy. Rain picking up again too. And we are probably less than a mile from the trailhead. Well, there's a pretty impressive sight.
Oh, that's pretty. That's picture worthy.
Okay, as the final insult, Porcupine's rectum trail made us crawl on our faces under that log. Screw Porcupine Trail. Screw porcupines. We are back at the campground trailhead area. This is gonna be it, guys. It's raining. We're going to town and finding a nice, warm, dry place to stay.
To be part of the miracles you say.